Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well today. And today I wanted to discuss a topic that's been on my mind lately, because frankly, I don't know if any of the astute among us have noticed, but I've been missing for like a week or so. Been a busy guy. That's what I wanted to talk about today. Being busy. Because a lot of us, frankly, wow, this is going to be a bold statement. A lot of us are busy. All the time. Some of us busy some of the time, some of us not busy at all. We like to call them chuds. But I digress. I've been a busy man lately. I got my driver's license. I had some drama, so to speak. I've been going around. I've been meetings and stuff. A busy guy. But most of all, I've been away from my computer. So there's that too. That's a pretty healthy thing, but, usually not for long stints like that. But what does being busy look like for you? I mean, for a lot of people, being busy is going to school, going to work, working out, stuff of that nature. Things that you feel like you have to do or things you need to do. Some of it's health related, some of it's purely career orientated, some of it's for pleasure, some of it's a hobby. But it all boils down to time management. Because you can be busy in the moment, but busyness will always pass. There's always a calm after the storm, and before it too. So you gotta find a healthy balance between being busy and acting busy. You can act busy but be chilling in your pajamas, eating some popcorn on your couch, watching a movie. But to others, they'll think, man, that guy's lazy. But no, that's your version of busy. Because so many of us work like horses. We weren't designed to go around the clock 24/7. I mean, they say get 8 hours of sleep. Some people will forego that, and they're like, 2 hours is healthy enough. I don't know how they do it. I remember the last time I got 2 hours of sleep, I couldn't function as a human being whatsoever. Like, if I was behind a wheel, get off the road. It's just, as a guy who's laid back and a guy that doesn't really do much, I've been getting more and more busy lately, and it's been a realization to me. Sort of a growing up, a spiritual maturing, is realizing that, man, that's life. Oh well. You gotta gauge and you gotta balance, and it's like you're walking on daggers. Kinda sucks, but you get used to it, right? Wrong. Being busy isn't usually consistent. I mean, you could be busy with work and you'll get a phone call, Uncle Lewis is dying, you gotta get over here quick. And then you gotta be busy with Uncle Lewis. And then if Uncle Lewis dies, you gotta plan Uncle Lewis's funeral. And then you gotta attend his funeral. And then the party after that, well, I wouldn't say it's a party, I mean, that's horrible. But you get the idea. Busy can evolve, like a butterfly and a caterpillar. It's how you gauge it is what matters. Because if you're that guy that's known as the busybody in the friend group, the one that can never get on because he's too busy all the time, you gotta assess your priorities. I mean, are your friends a priority? Would you be busy going out with your friends, or would you rather pick up that extra shift? Or would you rather write that paper, etc., etc.? There's a plethora of examples you could use, but needless to say, being busy is also about assessing priority. You gotta figure out what's important to you and put your time there. Get busy in that area. I mean, if you want that fancy, let's say you want to be a librarian. Well, you're going to want to be an intern first, but interns, they don't get paid. You just sit around, you do your job, and it's like, man, do I really want to go through that hassle of being an intern to maybe potentially land this librarian job? Well, then you got to figure. Do you want to put in the time, the effort to be busy as the intern to get that librarian job, or would you rather apply your assets elsewhere? McDonald's doesn't sound... No, wait, McDonald's. Let me go off on a tangent here. I went to McDonald's for the first time in a long time today. Boy, those guys seem miserable. I mean, it was just... and they were all standing in a circle. When I walked up to the counter, I didn't even get anything. Like, I was there for someone else. But it was miserable in there. Maybe stay away from McDonald's. But I digress. What I'm trying to say is busy isn't bad. It's only bad if you let it be. Because when you go from busy to workaholic or busy to forever occupied, it becomes an issue. It becomes a health problem, really, truly. I mean, do you want to be driven to an early grave? You're stressing out, you're not sleeping, you make a rookie mistake because you're too tired all the time? That's why they say the old adage, work-life balance. And if you can help it, don't take that work home with you. I mean, try to at least keep work and business separate, work and life and whatever. Because you don't want to be that guy who takes a whole space in his house is dedicated to also his work. He's like, I'm going to go clock in. Hey, I clocked out. Oh, My living room is turned into the office. Yeah, don't be that guy. Just don't. If you gotta be busy, you gotta be busy. I mean, there's not oftentimes help in it. But maybe try to be a little more third person about it, you know? Hover above yourself. Look down and be like, am I really applying my time the best way? Or am I just being busy because I need to be busy? And there's some people that want to be busy to distract from things. I tantamount that to smoking and alcohol and anything. It's like, oh, I'm going to distract myself by being busy because I don't want to process this, that, or the other. That's like tantamount to self-harm, man. You can't just drown yourself in busyness all because, you know, oh, I don't want to do this or that, the other, because it's too much for me, so I'd rather work overtime. Like, that's unhealthy, man. I'm not a therapist, but seek some help. I'm kind of going to put a little bow tie on it here in a second, but me being busy has made me realize that I'm not, you know, I'm a very flexible guy. I move like water. Being busy hasn't been really bad for me, it's just been a change. I've been a very dormant guy, so change is kind of, you know, it's like treading waters to me. But I found in this busyness that, you know, it's good for the mind to just grapple and squeeze onto things every now and again. Because if you're a person who isn't busy all the time, busyness is sometimes like medicine. And if you're someone who works all the time, being lazy or not working or being busy is kind of like medicine too. Everything in moderation. Work and busyness in moderation, laziness and laxness in moderation makes the world go round and puts a little smile on your face. Gives you some much needed dopamine. And I'm not talking the dopamine that comes from, well, smoking or vaping, heaven forbid, or any of that stuff. I mean real dopamine, happiness. The kind that, you know, you get by living life and you live in it more abundantly. So many people are mired in their interests, but the thing is, when their interests are not aligned in the right way, it just makes them more miserable. Makes them busier, makes them less happy, and it causes some troubles in the personal life too. But, you know what? That's alright, because in the end of the day, it's your life, live it how you wanna. Everyone's life is different. Who am I to try and dictate that fact? And if you enjoyed this video, leave a like. Ooh, that's cliche, I don't want to say that. But if you made it this far, I'd like to thank you. And if you didn't make it this far, I still want to thank you. Have a wonderful day, everyone, and God bless.